Hello everyone, welcome to my Teen Mom News channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and give this video a like up. Everyone's past has a different story to tell. It seems Teen Mom 2 fame Ashley Jones also had a struggling yet fascinating past. The reality star recently revealed some of the dark secrets from her past. She stated that she was homeless and a stripper before joining the MTV franchise. What the viewers see on the screen often has a glitter cover, because the insides can be a bit harsh. And Ashley has come forward to take a stand against her dark past. Holly's mother unveiled how she and Barr got out from a shady past. Read on to know the struggle. Teen Mom, Ashley and Barr Smith lived in a trap house before joining the MTV franchise. Ashley broke out her past struggle in this week's episode of Coffee Convos with Kaylin Lowry and Lindsay Crisley. Teen Mom star Ashley debuted with Teen Mom, Young and Pregnant. She was then promoted to Teen Mom 2. For now, Ashley lives with her fiancé Barr Smith and her daughter Holly in California. However, the star opened up in Lindsay's podcast that things have not always been easy for her and Barr. The Sun reported that before joining the MTV franchise, the couple lived at a trap house. Ashley also stated that they had no running water at the trap house. Their lowest time was when Ashley and Barr didn't even have heat, and the couple was cold. Ashley explained that moment, "So we were together, trying to get the body heat between us, and that's what kept us going, and no one knows about that." Thankfully, Barr Smith was always by her side to give support. Barr even upheld Ashley to go to school when she was pregnant. He was ready to sacrifice himself to let Ashley have what she wanted in her life. That really was the deepest but not the darkest phase of Ashley's life. Teen Mom fans were stunned after resurfaced claims and old interviews revealed that Ashley Jones and Barr Smith's life before joining the MTV franchise was far more chaotic and unstable than what viewers initially saw on screen. Long before the cameras followed their journey into young parenthood, the couple was reportedly living in what many have described as a trap house, a term commonly used to describe a rundown home associated with drugs, constant foot traffic, and unsafe living conditions. The revelation has reignited intense debate online about MTV's casting choices, the reality of poverty and survival, and how far Ashley and Barr have come since their earliest days together. According to people familiar with their past and accounts that have circulated on social media for years, Ashley and Barr were living in an environment that was far from suitable for raising a child. The house they stayed in was allegedly overcrowded, poorly maintained, and surrounded by individuals involved in illegal activity. While neither Ashley nor Barr has ever formally labeled their former home a trap house themselves, Ashley has openly spoken in the past about struggling with housing instability, unsafe neighborhoods, and having to make do with whatever shelter was available at the time. Fans have since connected the dots, with many believing the term reflects the harsh reality of the environment they were living in rather than an exaggeration for shock value. Before Teen Mom, Young and Pregnant brought Ashley national attention, she was a young woman trying to survive, finish school, and prepare for motherhood with very limited resources. Barr, who has had his own well-documented legal troubles and struggles with anger management, was also navigating a lifestyle that placed them both at risk. Friends and critics alike have suggested that the environment they lived in contributed to their explosive arguments, frequent police involvement, and the emotional volatility viewers would later witness on MTV. When Ashley was first introduced on the franchise, she was often portrayed as ambitious, outspoken, and determined to break generational cycles. However, the polished image that sometimes appeared on screen masked how rough her starting point truly was. Living in an unstable house with questionable safety conditions meant constant stress, fear, and uncertainty. Supporters argue that understanding this background makes Ashley's defensive nature and occasional outbursts more understandable, as survival mode had been her default for years. Barr's role in that chapter of their life has also been heavily scrutinized. Critics claim he was deeply entrenched in a lifestyle that prioritized street credibility over stability, while others argue he was simply a product of his upbringing and environment. His facial tattoos, legal issues, and association with the wrong crowd quickly made him one of the most controversial figures in the Teen Mom universe. The revelation that he and Ashley were living in a trap house before fame has only intensified conversations about whether MTV exploits young couples from disadvantaged backgrounds for entertainment. Despite the criticism, many fans see Ashley and Barr's story as one of growth rather than shame. Since joining the franchise, Ashley has repeatedly emphasized her desire to provide her daughter Holly with a better life than the one she had. She pursued higher education, worked toward career goals, and pushed for independence, even when her relationship with Barr was falling apart. Supporters point out that escaping a dangerous living situation and transitioning into a more stable lifestyle is no small feat, especially under public scrutiny. The revelation has also sparked a broader discussion about how common such living conditions are for young parents who lack family support and financial security. While the term trap house carries heavy stigma, some argue it unfairly simplifies the reality of poverty. For many young couples, especially those in marginalized communities, unsafe or unstable housing is not a choice but a consequence of limited options. In this light, Ashley and Barr's past is not a scandal but a reflection of systemic issues that reality TV rarely addresses with nuance. MTV has remained silent on the resurfaced claims, but longtime viewers know the network has a history of glossing over the most uncomfortable aspects of cast members' lives until they inevitably come out through social media or personal confessionals. Fans are now rewatching old episodes with fresh eyes, noticing subtle hints of instability that may have been overlooked before. From Ashley's constant anxiety about providing for her child to Barr's frequent absences and legal stress, the signs were there all along. Today, Ashley and Barr's relationship remains complicated, marked by separation, reconciliation attempts, and ongoing co-parenting challenges. While they are no longer living in the same conditions they once did, the shadow of their past continues to follow them. For some viewers, the trap house revelation confirms long-held suspicions. For others, it highlights just how far the couple has come and why their journey resonates with so many fans who see pieces of their own struggles reflected on screen. In the end, the story of Ashley Jones and Barr Smith before Teen Mom is less about scandal and more about survival. Whether labeled a trap house or simply a place they did what they could to get by, that chapter of their lives underscores the raw, often uncomfortable reality behind reality television. It serves as a reminder that fame does not erase the past, but it can offer a platform to rise above it, something Ashley continues to insist is her ultimate goal for herself and her daughter. Teen Mom, Ashley was once a stripper. Living in a trap house was not the lowest point of Ashley's life. She had to do something even darker to make her ends meet. The reality unveiled that she once worked as a stripper. Ashley's grandfather is a psychology professor. Her grandmother is the first black woman to work in Major League sports. However, there Ashley stood, belonging to a pro-black and pro-education family, still working as a stripper. The star explained that phase as, "I wasn't even talking to my family, and we were in Vegas with his mom, and things were crazy, and it was Barr who kept me going." Ashley claims that it was her fiancé, Barr Smith, who always stood by her side. If it hadn't been for him, she would have fallen apart. However, it looks like Barr's turn to go through the dark phase of his life. Holly's father recently got arrested for the willful discharge of a firearm in a negligent manner. Although, he was released just after his arrest. The bond set for his release was $25,000. Lately, fans also saw Ashley accusing Barr Smith of domestic violence. However, the couple is past their grave state. Ashley and Barr are now engaged, and fans will soon see them tying the knot. Until then, stay tuned in this space for more information. Teen Mom, Ashley was once a stripper. In the ever-evolving universe of Teen Mom, cast members' pasts often resurface and spark heated debate, and Ashley's story is no exception. Long before reality television cameras followed her relationship struggles, motherhood journey, and public clashes, Ashley was open about doing what she needed to do to survive, including working as a stripper during a difficult chapter of her life. The revelation has circulated among fans for years, not as a shocking exposé but as a reminder of the complicated realities many young women face before fame, stability, and family arrive. Ashley has never hidden that her early adulthood was marked by financial stress, unstable relationships, and the pressure to provide for herself, and in that context, adult entertainment became a job rather than an identity. Supporters argue that this detail should not be weaponized against her, pointing out that stripping is legal work and that many women enter the industry temporarily to pay bills, fund education, or escape poverty. Critics, however, continue to bring it up whenever Ashley trends online, often framing it as a character flaw rather than a survival choice. The conversation reveals a deeper double standard within reality TV culture, where women's pasts are scrutinized far more harshly than men's, especially when sex work is involved. Ashley's time on Teen Mom has been defined by her outspoken personality, fierce loyalty to her family, and a willingness to confront conflict head-on, traits that some fans believe were sharpened by the resilience she developed long before MTV fame. Becoming a mother added another layer to her story, transforming past choices into lessons she has repeatedly said she wants her child to understand in an age-appropriate, honest way. Those close to Ashley have noted that her experiences before the show contributed to her determination to build a better life, pursue education, and demand respect in spaces that often try to diminish young mothers. The resurfacing of her stripping past also reignited discussions about stigma, privacy, and growth, with many viewers asking why a woman cannot outgrow an earlier job once she becomes a parent and public figure. In interviews and social media posts, Ashley has emphasized that she does not regret doing what was necessary at the time, but she does reject the idea that her worth should be reduced to one chapter of her life. She has argued that Teen Mom was supposed to show real paths to adulthood, including mistakes, survival strategies, and evolution, not just sanitized success stories. As the franchise continues to thrive on controversy, Ashley's past has become a mirror reflecting society's unresolved discomfort with sex work, female autonomy, and redemption narratives. Whether fans see her history as irrelevant or revealing often says more about their own biases than about Ashley herself. What remains clear is that her journey from a struggling young woman to a reality TV mother is complex, imperfect, and undeniably human, and reducing it to a headline about stripping misses the broader story of resilience, ambition, and the ongoing fight for respect that defines her place in the Teen Mom spotlight. If you liked today's update, please like and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our Teen Mom News channel so that you don't miss any new updates. If you are interested in any specific news or information, please let us know in the comments. We will try to provide the right information according to your needs. Stay tuned for the next update and take care of yourself. Thank you.